Welcome to the Style That Binds Us show. Today we're doing a special edition with Sandy Linter. We're going to be talking about makeup for women who are celebrating life over 40. I'm getting a lot of calls and questions from women. They're on these Zoom calls and they are, they're seeing themselves on film for the first time and they're very uncomfortable about it. So we wanted to get some great tips from Sandy, and she's going to walk me through a makeup look and then also give us tips about things we need to know as we get older. All righty?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, all righty. So what do we do first, Sandy? You've told me the makeup to get, and I've got
So doing a Zoom conference call, I just worked with a lady in person doing her makeup for Zoom.
Yeah.
And you don't want to look washed out, but you don't want to look clowny either. So don't overstretch it. And the look that I'm trying to do, that I always do for women over 40, 50, 60 and beyond, is ageless. I call it ageless. I don't really call it appropriate. It's ageless, meaning that it could be worn on very young or older. It all depends on the textures you use on your skin, colors, textures, etc. But it's pleasing for any generation. So what I do, and what I want you to do, is just pick up your concealer.
Okay.
Run it across your eyelid, the top of your eyelid, and then take a little brush. That's right. Yeah. That's it. And also concentrate on the inner corner of the nose. So I would do that with a little brush. If you have a little brush, a little concealer brush.
Yes.
Something that looks
like
this, like that. Yes. Okay. So take that brush and go on the inner corner of the nose. This area is very important to conceal because right here is where you tend to be very dark. Right. Most dark.
I definitely do. Okay.
I don't have a mirror on me. I forgot to put a mirror out here.
Well,
so
you are, I saw what you did really showed me, because you feel like you need to get on the inside of the eye, but you really need to turn the brush almost.
Yes, you do. That's correct. I have a little mirror. It's not a magnifying, but I have. Okay. Yes, it's in here. So you do turn the brush backwards. That's the first thing you do. Now you're going to pick up your eyeliner pencil, whatever color you chose. I usually use black or dark brown.
Okay, that's what I've got, kind of a dark brown.
And hold the eye taut at the outer corner of your eye. Start the line in the center of your lid and wing it out.
Okay, and then do you wing it up?
No, we can push it up with a little brush.
Oh wait, start in the middle.
Start in the middle and go to the end. That's right.
Okay.
Do both. You might as well do both sides. Yes. Yeah. I love the way your hair looks. So pretty.
Oh my gosh, thank you very much.
All right.
What it's gonna look
and then take a little brush and soften the line. Just go retrace the line of the pencil and then push it up at the outer corner with the little brush. And take you're using your hand. That's right. Just to steady yourself.
Right. Not pull it real.
That's good enough. That's good enough. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you.
Oh, I always go fast. I know you tell me to go.
Yeah, you go slow. Let me see the size of that brush. The size of the brush.
It's flat.
Yeah, it's kind of big. Let me show you
this tiny thing.
I mean, here's one by Lancome.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Look at the size of that.
Yeah, this is still.
See it? So if you use a brush that's too big, you're going to smudge in the outer corner. You don't want to smudge. You just want to lift that line so it looks like you drew it, but it looks more cool than if you had drawn it.
Okay,
so
I've got this one.
If you don't have it, you can fudge it with the other one. Yeah, you can try with that. But you see, now that you've smudged it, so take a little Q-tip and just wipe down anything that looks like you've smudged it.
Should I put a
And
little bit more?
now, yes, yes. And now I would go back in. Okay. Okay, that looks good. I would go back in and I would go a little bit closer to the inner corner of my eye with, that's it, Allison. That's it. So it's really a lot about eyeliner.
Right.
Now,
That is,
so that your eyeliner doesn't smudge, now that you have it on, you have your pencil on, if you had a really tiny little brush, you could retrace it. Maybe that will work. Retrace it with the dark brown from this eyeshadow kit that you have, or retrace it with a liquid liner, whatever you prefer. That just locks in the liner. That locks in the liner pencil, yes.
and then,
Put the palette down. I don't want you holding things.
okay.
That's right.
Okay.
It'll come to you easily. But okay, retrace it now with your little, that's it. And really keep it darker on the outer corner of the eye. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. I mean, this palette is so easy to use. This is a MAC palette.
Yes.
I've been using it all summer and I just love the color.
Yeah.
So now you have your choice. I would use this one here in the lower left-hand corner.
Okay.
Palette, and take a nice eyeshadow brush. When I say nice, I mean around this size, if you can see that. You know, with makeup artists, it's all about the brushes. They get really fanatical because if the brush is right.
That's why you end up with all these brushes and sometimes.
Right over here. The one in the center. I think that one's good.
Okay.
And so then go into this shade here.
Mm-hmm.
And place that.
Wait, which shade? This one down here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But put a lot of it on your brush.
Okay.
And place that in the outer corner of your eye and roll it in.
Like straight across?
Yes, go straight across.
Okay.
So you covered the whole lid. Go to the other eye, do the same.
I don't know if it covered the whole lid. Should I cover the whole?
Yes, you should do the whole lid. I want the whole lid that color. Good girl.
Okay.
That's it. Now take that, wipe that brush off on a tissue if you have one.
Mm-hmm, I do.
That's it. Now go back. I'm not confusing you,
No.
but there's another shadow next to the very dark brown.
Yes.
There's like a reddish brown color.
Mm-hmm.
Go dip into that one.
Okay.
All right, with the same shadow brush.
Okay.
And then go to the outer corner of your eye and just make a nice little contoured shape there. You don't have to do the whole lid. I want it to be out stronger in the outer corner of your eye. And I'm doing it with that reddish brown shade.
Is it kind of like a sideways V?
Yeah, but you don't have to do the sideways V. That a girl. That's good. You don't have to go all the way in with it. That's good. That's good. That's good. It looks very strong right now, but you know we'll tone it down.
Okay, maybe.
All right. And then I would take a blending brush. So a blending brush would be around that size, like a little larger.
Larger. This one's pretty big.
That one looks good.
Okay.
And I always like to work from outside and go in so we don't wind up too far out. And just take the blending brush and just blend it so it doesn't look so strong. And go back to your other little, or you can put a little bit of the ivory shadow here underneath your brow. Just a touch of it, very, very little, mild, just to finish off the look.
Well, and sometimes I feel like I'm dark in here, like you said. Should I do it in here or just here?
just under the brow, because on the inner corner of the nose, we're going to go back and add maybe a little bit more concealer if we need. That's okay. And now we're going to do the eyebrow. And the way I like to do the eyebrow, I don't have a brow pencil with me right here, but take your eyebrow pencil. I like to start, I'm sorry if I'm screaming. I like to start at the arch. Brush your eyebrows up, start at the arch. Your eyebrows are arched prominently.
They are.
Start at the arch and just start at the arch and then just go down. Right. Keep going. That's a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Yeah, because we don't want to look like they're drawn. That's good. And then brush through. Brush if you have an eyebrow brush. Okay. All right. And I can see you didn't do the other eye?
No.
Or you just.
Start here.
At the arch, and then just go down.
Do you feel like as we get a little bit older, this part gets shorter, so we need to pull it? Okay.
It does. Okay, so now what I want you to do is take a clean brush.
Okay.
It can be a larger size brush. I just want the shadow to look a little bit softer.
Okay.
To diffuse the shadow a little bit. And I would put a little bit of that very mellow nude shade on top of the brown that you have in the outer corner, just to tone it down a bit. Yeah. Okay, because we don't need it to be that strong.
Is that
okay? Now, a little trick that I do is I take a moisturizer, whatever one you have,
okay,
and I put it on the back of my hand,
okay,
and then I touch underneath my eye to pick up anything that has fallen onto my skin, and pick it up with a sponge or a tissue.
okay,
So you might have shadow underneath your eye.
okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. The other side too. Okay. And then then Alison, this is a trick too. Take a brown or black pencil, whatever pencil you've decided to use.
Okay.
I have a brown one somewhere here. And then I want you to join the top lid to your lower lid. So you go to the outer corner of your eye, the very outermost corner, and come down and line underneath your lower eye.
And this is with a pencil, not with a...
You could do it with a pencil, you could do it with an eyeshadow. If you had the smallest little brush, I would let you do it with an eyeshadow, but I'm afraid you're going to get smudgy.
Sure.
So if you have a pencil, just connect the top lid to the lower. And don't go all the way in. That's it, to the pupil of your eye.
Okay, like that?
Both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Both sides. Did you do the other side too?
Okay.
Okay. And did you curl your eyelashes? Put a little mascara on?
Do I need to, do I need under eye?
Yeah, but we can do that. We can do that after. We can do it now, or we could do it later. So yes, you do need under eye. So I can't remember what I told you to get. I think I told you to get the Armani. I don't know if you got that.
Yes, I did. I'll put some mascara on.
Okay, so put mascara. But these colors are very lovely on you. They're really an ageless group of colors.
I'm very excited about it.
Okay. So now you got the Armani stroke concealer.
And that's what this little thing is?
Yeah. So now take that.
Okay.
And I really want you to be very defined. You definitely go like that and like that. That a girl. That looks like a lot, and it might be too much. It may be a little bit more than I would have used, but it's very, very easy product to work with, the Armani Maestro Concealer. And it will blend in beautifully with your little, I always use a brush under the eye because the fingertips are too warm and you're going to struggle. So just use the brush under the eye to blend that in. So you're in the inner corner of the nose and you're blending on out.
And it's tricky. You know how sometimes you read things where they say bring it down in a V, but when you get older and you start getting sort of wrinkling and sagging here, are you supposed
Yeah,
to?
it's hard. I don't read instructions. I give them. I don't read
Oh,
them.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No.
And so now what foundation did you decide to use?
The Armani,
Oh, that's an excellent foundation. What color did you choose?
it's like 5.25. I've been using it.
Okay, 5.25 is beautiful, but I want to tell you, next bottle you buy is 5.5.
Okay. Get it a little bit later.
Even more youthful looking.
Oh, okay.
It won't make you look, try it. You'll
Okay.
like it.
5.5.
It's got a little, it's got that natural yellow tone
Mhm.
underneath it and a little bit of warmth, like a little bit of pink in it. And it's really their #1 bestseller. So you're going to get 5.5 next time.
Okay,
I'm
great.
sure this one's good.
And how do you feel about like having to
So
put
how
on
I would do the foundation, how do I feel about what?
like a primer and eye primer? Do people really need to buy all that stuff?
Well, you would know if you're struggling with your skin, if you have extra oily skin, if you have extra porous skin, if you have extra dry skin. But I don't think that's the case with you. I
Right.
think you have normal skin.
Yeah.
And what moisturizer are you using?
Right now I'm using this moisturizer from Mila Morsi. She sent it to us and it's really nice.
You're happy with it. Okay. As long as it's a moisturizer that doesn't pill. There
Right.
are some you know that little pilling stuff. Me too. And it ruins the makeup.
Right.
So, and usually serums do that. So I save those products for evening, nighttime wear in bed.
Great.
Never
Good
put that in the foundation. So apply your moisturizer. You've done that or you're doing it now?
I've done that.
You've done it. So I like to start on the largest portions of my face.
Uh-huh.
First the cheeks, the forehead, the chin, and then, you know, maybe take a little brush and, you know, go in the smaller areas. And then I would also take that brush and run it around my jawline and just run it underneath my neck. There's nothing really on the brush. This
Right.
is just so everything's diffused nicely.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I'll say it again, your hair looks great.
Well, gosh, that makes me feel great because you know you
Oh,
never,
good.
you really don't ever know. I mean, you really don't. One day to the next. I'm like, oh,
It is true. We don't know. And yeah, that's looking good.
these are interesting brushes. The way they just kind of.
Yes, I like them because they're like buffing at the same.
Right. Yeah. You have less lines afterwards. Okay. Does it
And
look like?
make sure around your hairline. Look, it looks good to me. Anyway, do you have a bronzer?
You know, right now the only bronzer I have, what I'll tell you what I've got. I have the Gucci Westman. It's a liquid. It's like a contour stick, which really, you know, isn't necessarily a bronzer. And then this is something.
Well, let me see it on the back. Oh, okay. Let me see that palette.
You have this kind of crazy something from that Sephora sent, but
So the color that is right underneath the hot pink shade on the top, the very top. No, the other side, there's a bright coral.
oh yeah,
So the one that's underneath that is a brown. That looks like a brown.
Mm-hmm.
right there. Does that look like a brown?
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you use that to contour?
I have not. I've used this a little bit as a as a bronzer, just kind of, I didn't really know what I was doing, but I've used just this as a contour.
Let's go with that. Let's go with that. It looks, I don't want to play with that. Let's just go with the Gucci stick.
Yeah, okay.
So what I want you to do with it, I don't really have anything similar to that, but I'll use one of these eyeshadows on my face to do it. So
Okay.
my face will look like a mess, but that doesn't matter. So I'm going to take this taupe shade up here.
Okay.
Pretend that's your Gucci stick.
Mm-hmm.
And hold your face like that. And then go under your brow, under your bone. And carry that right to the top of your temple.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now take your fingertips or and really go into the hairline with it.
Like that?
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Now take a sponge, your fingertips. Like I have a sponge here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And this is how Jennifer Lopez does it. So if it works for her,
Yeah.
I'm just going to blend that in. Blend what you did on the temples into your hairline.
Okay.
And actually, with the sponge, go across your forehead and just fill in the center of your forehead. I don't know if there's any product still on the sponge.
I think there is, but I can just put a little
Just
bit.
a touch. Yeah, so the center of your forehead's not. Then take that sponge and go down the side of your nose. And the other side of your nose. With the tip of the sponge.
Uh-huh.
That's a girl. And then take a nice fluffy brush
Mm-hmm.
and go into your blush.
The NARS is what I'm.
Whatever one you have, it'll work. Yeah. And hit that. And then apply that
Above.
on the highest point of your cheek. Yeah. 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 This is looking good. It looks good from here. I don't know what it looks like from up close. Delia, what does it look like? She's not here.
She's right here.
She's here.
She says it's good.
So, okay, so now what we want to do is maybe you want to put a few lashes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your look is very ageless and it also looks appropriate. But agelessness is what I'm aiming for, first of all.
Yeah, I
So
think it's a great idea.
you take your glue.
And these are the ones you said to get that are kind of.
These are beautiful. I hope you have good luck in pulling them off because you have to use your fingertips actually to pull them off. Put a little bit of glue into one of the wells in the plastic.
Oh, cool. Okay. Okay.
And I mean, if you have luck using a tweezer with these, okay, but if not, you can peel off one with your fingertips. And then you would add it to the very end of your eyelashes.
Very end.
So you would be the cluster would be added to the end of your lash.
Not in the middle.
That's where you start. And you start at the end and you go in.
You told me how to do this before and I've tried. It's hard, but I like the way it looks so much. Okay. That is the end.
Looks good to me. Do the other side. This time, get your hair off your face because I don't want to knock it. Yeah.
Nope.
Good. Well,
almost. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Tweezer.
So I like going starting outside and working inward.
Okay. And like you said before, you don't get the darker glue, right?
I like the glue, dark tone glue,
Darker
right?
tone, and you don't put too much on, okay? And then do I do another
And let it, yes, I want you to do at least 3.
one? Okay.
3 little clusters.
The thing I like about these trios is that
You get a lot done quicker,
yes,
right?
and
Yeah.
people our age, I think it's
Yeah.
just anything you can do that's a little bit easier.
I know. For me, I could take all day.
Right. Well, you
Oh,
know,
that's a
do it.
mistake to touch it with your finger. Don't touch it with your
Oh,
finger. What I want you to do is, do you have a clamp instead of your finger? Because I'm afraid when you touch it with your finger, it might pop up.
okay. Now tell me what a clamp is. I don't have that, but that's
I have one, but I would have to run to my bedroom to get it. It's a little plastic thing they sell with the eyelashes, and you clamp the lashes together.
I've seen
So
that.
that's what you need. So you don't touch your lashes ever, because you might have to start all over from the beginning. So
Okay, I will get one of those. That's great. That sounds like a great idea.
so I think you're more comfortable with that eye than you are the other eye.
Because I guess because I'm left-handed.
Yeah. Oh, you're lefty. Okay. I couldn't figure that out.
Okay. So far, I got 3 on that side.
3 on both sides.
I'm about to get the 3rd on this other eye.
Okay. I mean, if you can do 4, if you can't, don't do it.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard to know where to stop.
Mm.
All right, so you think I should do one more?
If you can, yeah, yeah. Some people find it difficult to add the last one in the inner corner of the eye. And if you don't find it difficult, just make sure, Alison, that you're choosing the shortest length that they offer on that Ardell card for the inner corner of your eye.
Mm-hmm.
So the longest length would be outer, shortest length inner.
Yeah, the inside one is.
It might be tricky. If it's tricky, you don't have to do it right now.
I think I did it, but is there ever a time when you would like even take a little scissor?
No.
Okay.
Especially not when it's on your eye.
Yeah.
The answer is no. So I think that it's probably tilted the wrong way. It might be tilted more to your nose.
Yeah.
And tilted the other way. And that if you had a clamp,
Yeah.
you could manipulate it to go a little bit the other way.
Okay, so that is very interesting. I was thinking it would be.
Write that down.
Yeah.
No, they should go that way. Yes. Yes.
Okay, that'll be easy.
So the clamp will help you manipulate it. You don't have to use your hands. Okay, so you look great to me. And then I would take the pencil that you got from that I love.
Yes, it's so great. Yeah, it's nice.
I know. And the way I do it is I go from outer corner up, stop, outer corner up, stop, outer corner in, stop, outer corner in. So 4 different strokes. I love that pencil.
I really do.
So pretty.
And it's not so skinny.
That's what I like about it. It's a big fat pencil. And the brush is on the other side, and then you can just blend everything with that brush.
Yeah.
And then you have your beautiful new lip color.
Yes.
Very summery and a classic pink by NARS. And this is called Raquel.
Right.
Oh, it looks great on you. You look really terrific. I really consider this an ageless look. I think that anyone can wear it, and it looks, because you've done it so well, it's appropriate. So it's not, and take your clip out so we can admire your hair and everything. You look great.
Yeah, I think it is. It's like you said, it's not too much.
No, and
It-
it just defines you and brings you out so you can see yourself on the computer right now,
Right.
and you look fabulous.
Don't
Even
feel
with
horrible.
glitter.
And then we don't need to worry about like those highlighters and all those things that people
No, not right now. As a matter of fact, the opposite. Right now, I would take, if you had powder, a
have
compressed
this
powder, okay,
makeup.
you can put a little powder on your forehead if you want. I think you look great. But if you were to go into a Zoom conference and you would
Make
be
sure.
under lights, you would need it on your forehead, you would need it on your chin,
Yeah.
you would definitely need it here in the sides of your nose. And so I think the brush you're using is too big,
Okay.
because what it does is it's spreading the powder too much.
Ah,
So maybe get a puff instead of the powder, and you just
okay.
want to touch, 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 and touch.
I
That's it.
gotcha.
And never ever put powder on top of your blush, because what happens is it tones down the glow you're going to get from your blush, especially using Orgasm. We don't want that. We want your cheeks to look glowy,
Right.
and highlighted will make them look higher, and contour here will show up your bone structure
Okay.
better. So I think you look terrific. I'd shake your hand if I could touch you, but I can't.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So Sandy recommended all these great products to me, and we're going to have them in the description and a shopping section and everything. So this seems to be like something that could be rather universal, right?
That's what ageless.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
I love
something
it.
that is meant for anyone over 40. It just means that
Right.
anyone over 40 can use it
Right.
properly.
Yeah. That's
So
awesome.
it's not going to be offensive. Like there's not too much of this, that, or the other thing
Right.
in it. Really beautiful colors.
And then do you ever do mascara under the eyes, or is that
Yes, of
oh,
course.
okay.
And just as a tip,
Uh-huh.
because it's so hot out right now,
Right.
I'm just giving a shout out to Kevin O'Quan mascara,
Yeah.
because it doesn't run, it doesn't smear.
Okay.
I was outside in 90-degree weather yesterday with a hat on, and
Right.
when I came back, my mascara was just as perfect as when I had applied it. So
That is
I'll
important.
shout out.
And you know that is good to know. Jay and I were talking about, we read somewhere recently that false eyelashes and mascara sales are up, lipstick sales are down because of
Yes.
mask. So
Yes.
all they can see is your eyes. So spend a little extra time, not
Yes.
more, but so you would do just a little bit.
And the thing is, don't forego makeup, not for any reason, not even
Right.
if you have to wear a mask, and not even if no one's seeing you. You have
Right.
to wear makeup because it makes you feel good.
I absolutely agree.
You have to feel
I
good. It doesn't matter.
Okay, I just got, oh,
Then you have a little
yeah,
sponge,
yeah,
back
yeah.
with the sponge.
I have this, wherever that little,
So whenever I do mascara, I'll just give you another little tip. Oh, here's the Kevin O'Quan one that I just gave a shout
Okay.
out to.
great.
So I also like it because it has a very skinny little brush. You see, that's the smallest brush I've ever seen.
Yes.
And then when I hold it to do my mascara, I hold it vertically.
Okay.
When I hold it under the eye, I'm holding it vertically so
Yeah.
I won't hit my skin.
And it doesn't end up looking like eyeliners,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And then
right.
what about after you put on your false eyelashes, do you add mascara after or not?
You can, and the idea is if you do add mascara to your false eyelashes, you will get a great indication that will say you put them on correctly. So you know that they're not going to fall off. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So you did them correctly. But if you like the way they look without the mascara is going to make them look a little extra fake. So if you don't like the way they look with mascara, don't put the mascara.
I gotcha. Yeah, so you don't draw.
Fabulous.
Yay, thank you so much. I absolutely love it. You're just a miracle worker.
Oh, such a miracle.
You are, and you look so incredibly fabulous. You do. You are the epitome of ageless, for sure.
Oh, Well, I try. Thank you.
Yes, and we're gonna put a link to the Netflix Studio 54 show too, so that people can watch that.
Oh, great. That's
Spirited
wonderful.
that a ton. That's such a cool thing. Okay, Sandy, you're fabulous. I cannot thank you enough. And I hope we'll get to see each other in person sometime soon.
One day soon.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you all so much for joining the Style That Binds Us show. We'll see you next time.